year, especially for women and their status in the society. How the Egyptian woman could start this academic year, could start a new phase of being more optimistic, more positive in the community.
If you continue thinking, yes, of course, if you continue thinking about troubles, bad circumstances, bad behavior or something like that, so we are going to get tired. So if you would like to start a new page or to be more positive, we have to don't think anymore about any problem. Maybe we can break.
It's easy to say that
turn off the
you
TV.
Are a trainer now. You will give us the tips. You will give us the advice. How can we actually be more positive, be more optimistic? If you look to any face of the Egyptian citizens now,
most of them are depressed.
They are stressed. They are afraid, maybe especially that many kids are back to school, and the situation is not so convenient. So how do you see the attitude of the woman toward her kids and toward her husband in order to create an atmosphere of optimism in the house?
Yes. First of all, turn off TV.
Most of them have to watch us first.
Yes, yes. Maybe they can watch social programs, entertainment programs. But if you follow all what's happening right now in the society, what about the troubles and the big problem nowadays we are living in the society, the splitting down each family into different types or different points of view. So maybe we can find inside the family itself maybe differences between the family members.
Political differences and
political, yes, different points of view, and I'm so sad about this issue. So we have to get back to the one unit, the normal Egyptian family. We have to get rid of any negative thoughts about differences in points of views, ideologies, anything. We have to gather ourselves again. So just to be more optimistic, just to get rid of negative thoughts, just to have future plans, just to have time management, how to raise up our children, how to set a good plan for rebuilding our society, our family, and the country as well. If we emphasize in thinking the negatives nowadays we are living in, so we'll never move or progress.
But as a member in the society and a member, of course, in the family, how the woman could shift her ideas? How can she start to be more optimistic, to be happy? This could be through what channels?
Actually, last weeks I was very depressed about the current circumstances. So wherever I go, I found something reminds me with violence or something like that. So I get depressed. So I decided not to think about to switch off. This is what we should do right now. We have to switch off. So okay, we have to follow up the news, everything, what's happening right now, and to be more optimistic, just to think about good things, not to think about bad things. Just you know that the law of attraction, that you are attracting negative thoughts or something like that, and on the other hand, we can attract positive thoughts and be more positive towards our ideas, our lives, and so on.
As we have mentioned here that the new academic year is starting, how the woman, who is also the teacher at house and the employee at work, how can she handle all these duties, and how can she start, if she's teaching her kids at home, she's doing that without having the famous fight at home and the loud voices? How can we give her tips in order to have a smooth teaching and smooth relation with her kids?
Yes. If the woman, if she has a good time management, she can manage her life, and she can balance between her working life and her home duties. At the beginning, maybe for example, if I'm going to give some women tips, cleaning homes, maybe she can bring someone to clean home, maybe once a week.
Or
her efforts.
Duties.
Yes, about cooking, maybe she can wake up in the early morning just to prepare what they are going to eat in the lunch or something like that. After that, she can go to work, then come back just to prepare the food. It will be very easy. Then she has a napping or relaxing maybe for half an hour or 1 hour. Then to restart just to study the subjects to their children. And I think this is very limited time. Maybe in the elementary school, something like that. Maybe children, they need a woman support or mother support. But after that they will be independent under mother supervision.
Indeed.
I know that it's the most critical period for raising up children, just to teach them their material subject and so on. But I would like to mention something very important nowadays. We are living that the women, Egyptian women occupy about 50% of the Egyptian society. So maybe not most of them are educated, maybe they are not educated, but we'd like to take care about the housewife and the mother, how to put values, beliefs, ideologies, and how to plant.
It's the plant, of course.
Yes,
it's
the
seed,
plant. Yes, the seed.
In the
If you take care about the children, or how to raise up normally, not extremes
not to be,
in
to have
any not
ideologies.
to open to religious or something like that. Maybe we are going to have a very, very good society, and maybe generation will be very good.
Doctor, how the woman could be more efficient in her work with the pressure of the home pressure, the family pressure, and of course the societal pressure? How the Egyptian woman could be more efficient and productive in her work?
Yes. I'm differentiating between two things. What about my work? Am I doing my work it's my work, just to open my desk and just to do what I'm doing, I have to do? Or I'm a very ambitious woman, I would like to be something in the future, so I have to develop myself, I have to develop my working performance and so on. So we have to set strategy. Okay, if you are ordinary working woman, it's okay, you will not be asked to do more. But if I would like to rebuild myself or to improve my skills and knowledge, so we have to study, we have to improve our skills, we have to do something, then to set a target or vision or a certain objectives that I have to be reached during maybe for the next 3 years, I have to get my MBA or certain diplomas or so on. So it will enhance, of course, the current position of the woman. Nowadays, we can find Arab women, they have high educations, they don't satisfy with the just bachelor degree, but they get MBAs, masters, PhDs, and so on. And I think the Egyptian woman capable enough to get higher educations and so on.
Doctor, how can we develop the capabilities of the Egyptian woman in order for her to reach higher positions in the Egyptian society and in her job, of course? We want to see more ministers in the coming phase. We want to see a prime minister, a female prime minister. We want the Egyptian female to have develop skills in order to reach this special positions.
Just to have the Egyptian woman just to assess her capabilities, her skills.
But is the society helping her?
The society will never help her. maybe
but
maybe
how
some
can we
programs.
change the stereotyping of the fact that the woman should always be subordinate to the male? How can we change this ideology? I should depend or evaluate the capabilities of the male or female according to their own skills and capabilities, not their gender.
Of course, of course.
How can we reach this stage?
If the woman respect her subordinates, colleagues, her manager, okay, the gender male will never feel differentiation between man and woman. So if I have a certain way in dealing with others, it would be great and okay. And if you would like to prepare women for higher positions or something like that, she has to set her weaknesses, her strengths, how to improve her position, how to improve her knowledge or something like that. But for working women, maybe she is ruled by her management or her boss or something like that. So she has very limited activities or development. So she cannot develop herself maybe academic way if she would like to improve her education, academic education or something like that. So the woman should has continuous education, continuous development, to know what's happening, to assess herself. What about my weaknesses? How to improve these weaknesses to turn it into strengths? So to see other women in Arab worlds or all over the world. So maybe she can have a role model or something like that. I would like to be such as this woman and so on.
Doctor, now Egypt had witnessed 2 revolutions.
Yes.
Do we expect after these changes that the status of the Egyptian woman would improve?
Yes, I hope so.
Are you optimistic?
Yes, I'm optimistic. After the 25th of January revolution, I met with a lot of women, in such as reporters or something like that. They were very pessimistic, and they told me that we are going to have a certain ideologies, and they are going to eliminate the role of the woman in the society, and it happened already, just minimizing the quota with the parliament and so on. But after that, maybe the balance returned back again in the society. So nowadays, we are living balanced situation. So we don't have certain ideologies, our values or beliefs control the current society, especially for women. Maybe the role of the woman empowerment came back again after the 13th of January revolution.
Doctor, is equality between women and men applied at the expense of their natures? Do you believe that it's actually possible to have this equality between man and woman?
I can see there is no difference between men and women.
But they are
physically,
but they are
mentally,
males are more capable. They are having more powers.
No, the woman, she's very active woman.
But still, in the Eastern mentality, we see this.
The Egyptian woman are very, very, very strong.
They are multitasking. The role in the two revolutions, the 25th of January and
multitask. She's multitask. Even in Rabat, there you found that women were in the front, edge of the protesters and so on. The Egyptian women are very, very, very strong and capable enough to have positive status in the Egyptian society.
So do we expect that the chauvinistic society will end soon, the society which differentiate to a great extent between male and females?
No, I don't think there will be differentiation. We have something called EEO, Equal Employment Opportunity, which indicate that no differences between men and women in work. And I've never faced differentiation between men and women. And I think the future of Egyptian women is very promising. I think so.
Doctor, finally, how can we bridge the gap? As you have mentioned that now in the one family we can find many rifts and many differences between the members of the family concerning political ideologies and other stuff. How can we rift this gap and start what they call reconciliation or start a new phase of harmony?
Okay. Just put aside what about the different points of views. Forget about why are we different together. Then think again that we are one unit. We are families. Just how to collect ourselves together ourselves again, and just to forget the differences between our points of view. Stop thinking in politics, stop thinking in religion.
I think it's a good tip here to end our episode. Dr. Maha Mahgoub, the HR consultant and trainer. It was a pleasure to have you with us on Nile TV.
Thank you.
And with that, we come to the end of this edition of Women's World. Hope you have enjoyed it. Until we meet again next week, I'm Histi Rabia. Thanks for watching.